going to need somebody that can handle this camera, because we have to make a combo video like pronto.
First of all, let's get over this stupid retarded.
I like the eyepiece.
I don't.
All right, come
The new
back.
film.
First of all, look. It's another Mrs. Pac-Man. It's another Steven creation, and we use disc Citron Blue in this one. Not too shabby. These are the program buttons. Instantly commands the game to start, and you're playing it. See, this downloads instantly. There's no wait time for the hard drive to load it up. Frank, there's nothing else I can show about Miss Pac-Man except how beautiful it is. We're delivering this to Scarsdale, New York. And I think our customer is going to be happy because this is the original. The side wood. There is no decal. Steven has remastered it. Oh, I like that. Steven, you've remastered it. Is that a pretty good term? He's remastered this baby. Now, we have remastered the electronics. The logic board has all new capacitors on it. We've zip-tied the two sync bus boards, little tiny satellite boards, some people call them that. The television, 4900. You know that's the best chassis in the world, all recapped with new parts and new fuse blocks on the bottom. And the fluorescent light on the top not only is new, but it has a new ballast. Oh, did you actually go in?
Yeah, I did.
It's beauty. Frank, you know what? I think we're close to 500 of these now.
That's it?
Yeah, but we're not close to the 100,000 that they made. But 500 is not too shabby, is it? Oddly enough, wherever this was, it was 50 cents a play. This is probably the only 6-foot Skee-Ball you will ever see in your life. Look at this. Isn't this neat? This could be one of the few surviving 6-footers out there. Now, this game uses a small ball, and unlike all the other Skee-Balls, the balls actually come down this side and disperse, not down this side. So they kind of reversed everything. So when we start the game, the balls are released here. Look how little they are. Mini tiny little ones.
Oh.
For little hands. See? It's designed for little people. And it's a great idea because this introduces Skee-Ball to the littlest kids. It does use the same rubber bed here. We have sold this very cheaply. It's as is, but working and reconditioned to a point where we painted it, we checked the electronics, but it hasn't had our soup to nuts job. But for $600, a great deal. Now, unlike other Skee-Balls, this does something that no other Skee-Ball does. You get 10 points even if you miss the shot. So in other words, if you miss the rings, and roll it up, and it goes there, you get 10 points. Isn't that nice? So you do get some points here. So this 10 doesn't mean that hole, it means the toilet. So that gives us 20. The game is set to be a winner of 30. Once again, we encourage little ones. We have to encourage our little ones, right? So it's very nice. Very compact. See how good I'm playing, Frank? Stupid game. Okay, so, I mean a wonderful game. Now, unlike any other Skee-Balls, it's one complete piece. It does not come apart. See, every other Skee-Ball came in half. Actually, the 8-footer, Skee-Ball made 8-footers on this. It's a little bit longer, and I don't believe they had coins. I think they were designed just for the home. So, Skee-Ball started its life out with 13-footers. Then they went to 10-footers because they took up less room in the arcades. And then they came out with the 8-footers, which I believe were all for home. And then this 6-foot commercial table was also made. Now, this originally had a plexiglass front. There was never any netting that came out and went down. They've been broken for years. They always disappeared pretty quick. But that was a clear plexi. There was never netting. Now, I think originally it may have been painted the Skee-Ball orange, but this was painted high gloss black. We repainted the paint over this. This was a trade-in. We took this back from a customer who had gotten it years ago from, I guess, from an arcade. So I don't think, Frank, do you remember selling any 6-footers?
I don't think so.
I think we had one or two. Did we, Kurt? One or two over the
I had
years?
one at a rec center.
A rec center. How about that? You never saw one of them, but I know you've seen Cruising Exoticas. This was... You know, Kurt, I'm not that stupid. I saw your little facial reactions.
It's nothing bad that time. That time.
That time. Yes, that time. Well, let me tell you about this game. Cruising Exotica was Bally Midway's last driving game using the Bally Midway logo. And they cooperated, as you already know, with Nintendo.
You suck at it.
I'm very good at cruising. Eugene Jarvis, the genius programmer, designed this terrific, wonderful game. And this is the kind of game that you could never, ever, ever get tired of, because he has so many secrets built into this. He uses a 25-inch high def, or, well, we call it high def, but it's officially a medium resolution monitor. Crystal clear picture. Isn't that beautiful? And this really terrific looking dashboard. Really nice. They also had this keyboard so the game could remember you as a player. You could enter in a code and it would come up and have a memory for you too. Very nice idea. 2 speakers here and another one back here in the seat. See, Cruising the World and Cruising the USA, the speaker was down here, but they stuck this behind your head so you were sort of surrounded with music. Really nice cabinet. The nicest thing about these, the seat comes off, real easy to transport. They did put this nice steel armor here for the foot instead of having the original carpet, the rubber carpet mat. Just so superior in construction. Come back here, Frank. Stephen has done his touch-up on the artwork. Artwork looks terrific, and this is what I wanted to show you. Electronically, this was the last arcade game that did not have any kind of a drive or flash drive. No hard drive, no flash drive. Everything is programmed into these chips. So there's no waiting time. Everything loads instantly. There's no time, there's no wait, there's nothing.
Steven, all day long. Steven, magic, Steven.
You are just an imaginary employee.
You know, Kurt, if you got out of bed in the morning.
Steven.
That rascal, keep away from the jitterbug.
Do you know how many times I've called him to wake his little hiney up?
Last month or in the last 35 years?
Don't be that.
I'm sorry. He's embarrassed now. Let's
Steven did his magic.
Steven would break you in half in a second if he heard this. He's left because it happens to be 10 o'clock at night, isn't it, Walt? Walt is done. He's exhausted. He wants to go home. I'm getting there. Wait a minute. What is that?
Somebody left a pretzel there. Was not me. Walt never leaves food laying around.
That's correct. Actually, we'll tell you about that pretzel later, but let's finish up with this. This is the steering board and amplifier. This provides the 4 speakers. There's the motor. Bally Midway really did perfect. Come, you did the hell with him. Just kidding, children. Look over here. Come on, I want to finish this.
Well, you should have done it right the first time.
Now look, see that? That's the motor that does the feedback. This is the board that provides the sound and music. And if you don't, no, I won't say it now. This is the right here, Frank, is your timekeeper.
It's not my timekeeper.
Well, this is in charge of the free play. This is like a memory. We always put a new one in when we sell a game, a new timekeeper.
Can we replace your memory?
Monitor has new parts, Frank. Game looks great. Customer, he's going to come and pick this up. This is... Who unplugged it? Did I unplug it?
Probably.
Okay, I'll tell you what. While this is warming up, I'm going to take you outside to show you a barn swallow that has built his nest above our door about 5 years ago. And then he was there for 1 or 2 seasons, and then he came back. Let me take you out to show you that now. We have to be careful we don't disturb our barn swallow. We love little babies, don't we? Let's hope we have a full nest.
And let's hope they all defecate on the roof of your car. Your new car.
Pretty neat stuff. And look, it's back on here. Start game, enter code, earn miles. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start game. I'm going to select Mars.
You better
Frank,
stick to
what am I
something
capable? Holland?
Easy. Stick to easy.
Now, of course, we want manual. And we want a fancy car. No, a fancy car. You like that color, Frank?
Purple's perfect for you.
There we go. There we go. Now, I'm not sure if you're aware that Eugene programmed this game where you could get a nice little rev out of it. Very nice. This is how I shift when I'm driving at home. This isn't so easy. This isn't so hard. Look. Oh, right into the tulips. Oh.
Of course it's easy when you're in
Gert,
place.
I rode into your tulips. Ah, Gert's one of our YouTube viewers. This is how I'm going to drive down in your city. Oh! Not bad, huh? Look at these gorgeous graphics. Now, there are side passages that you can take. Oh! I almost hit that bozo and got in my way. Get out of my way.
Hope your insurance agent isn't watching this.
Oh, I was going to see if I could go on one of the side roads. Oh, there we go. Nope, couldn't make it down that one. No secret passage there. So you're going to have to find the secret passages that are hidden. But you're going to have to do a little better than I am. I wonder if there's one over here. No? Didn't do well, did I?
Last place. Last place is just the last loser.
Well, the last game that this man is getting, he's getting Skee-Ball, he's getting Cruising, and now he's going to get the Mars God of War. Let's show you what that looks like. This Mars, the God of War, is a combination of two. I guess you've been watching some of our other videos of the progress of this. You would never believe it got this far. Look at this cabinet. This was not a pretty sight when we started on it. And this was the best of the two. But it sure is a pretty sight now with a high gloss paint. All the original colors have been matched as close as we could possibly match them. Let me show you what it did look like. Look. Mars God of War. This is a special paint job here.
Look at that beautiful graffiti.
Can you imagine somebody did this?
How long did it take Steve to carve all that into it?
That's not going to look like that when we're done.
I thought Steve carved that
Steven hasn't. Now, you see this here? This was a measuring tool. This was a Stan Harris machine. And he pop riveted these on every pinball machine he had on his route. And when he put the game to the location, they would put a level on it. And this is the exact level he wanted the legs to be set at. And they actually sometimes welded the leg casters in so they'd be at this exact level. He was very, very particular. Now, if you've been watching our videos, you'll notice that Steven has completely finished this playfield. This was all worn. You know, a lot of times around the rings they wear out. I've seen people put all kinds of goofy things around the rings. We have restored it to the original color. Now, Steven will do the final seal, but this machine, this particular game, actually has the factory Mylar still on it, which is very unusual. So we had something good to start with. Steven, he's got this all sanded down nice and smooth.
Oh, good.
You rude thing. He has painted all the orange, the deep orange. He hasn't painted the light orange yet. Everything's sanded down. Remember all the curse words and people's names were carved in there? It was pretty good. He has sealed the playfield. We put the glass in so things wouldn't get dirty. Well. Look, it's done. Super bright LEDs. We were able to get every single plastic on this to be pretty much perfect using all the others. Yes, there's a couple repairs, but we've protected them all these clear washers, see? That will never happen again. Very nice game. I think the man that's getting this machine will be very, very happy because he's also getting a couple nice pluses. We have a brand new interior Warrior glass in there, courtesy of Fred Schwemmer. He made a run of them. God bless that man. Right there. Yes. He also makes replacement Gottlieb boards. Thank goodness for Fred. Where would we be without you, Fred? We've done a lot of business together. He's done a lot of stuff for us. Now, we've supplemented this game with new drop targets from Pinball Resource. We've repainted around the pop bumpers. For some inexplicable reason, this area always gets worn, very badly worn. Wait a minute, I know why it gets badly worn. Because people played the hell out of this game. This was such a terrific game. First machine to use the Stargate ramp. And it kept that same name all these years. So the Street Fighter II has the famous Stargate ramp that flips up. And Raven has it. Robo Wars.
Stargate.
Well, Stargate, yeah. No, I don't know if Stargate has a Stargate ramp, Frank.
You're right, it doesn't. It has two of them.
Yes.
It uses the Stargate coils.
Now, we've done something to this that you need to do with your Mars. I'm going to show you. First of all, we have LEDs in the back. These are from Pinball Life that are frosted. Very important to have the frosted ones. It looks so much like the original red bulbs. They used to spray paint the bulbs. But look, we open the door and what happens? Ta-da! The glass stays in the game. It's no longer part of the most wretched system of all time. It used to lift in and out of the machine. Yes, you remember that. Awful. You can do this very easily with these turn buttons to hold your glass in. This is plexi, so it's very lightweight, mirrored plexi. Beautiful job he did on this. If you put your glass in, I would suggest a slight edge added here so the glass is sitting on that. This is so light we don't think it needs it. And you already saw how we recharged the glasses in the back. Very easy to do. If you haven't, then look at our Charge Your Gottlieb display glasses. The only thing this is lacking is some place to grab here to lift up. You can't just lift the handle, you have to at the other side. Because it all sits nice and neat inside. This is important. On this game, the Black Hole and a couple others, you have to help the cables when you open the door. Do not pull the door open. You are asking for trouble. You're going to rip wires out. Do not do that. Okay, we have done that all-important jumper in our driver to logic board connector. You have to do that jumper. We've also added 2 new Docent Electronics connectors because the acid that was on the board that was in here dripped and leaked and got into those connectors. That solves that. We put a button battery and a blocking diode in so our customer can change the lithium battery himself, and it only costs him $2 at the drugstore. And then it won't leak. The power supply has been rebuilt. We have a new cap in here, and also the you changed the diode too, right, Frank?
I didn't work on this one. But yeah.
Oh, okay. But the one right up in here, we
Zero
always
diode.
change that because it gets red hot, and you have to reflow solder on these connectors. And soundboard has been serviced and cleaned. Now, oh, by the way, see this board? That board is what's doing the running lights in the back. Gottlieb has a series of those, different models that do different things. Larger transistors if it's running flash lamps. And right there, that resistor right there controls the speed of them. So you can actually change the speed on that. Very simple. Remember your cables. Remember your cables. You have to be careful. We've got another connector there. It's a little more complicated than the other one. The others. Close it like that. Now, put yellow flipper rubbers here. These new plastic ones. Marcos sells them. Pinball Life sells them. These are really terrific. Prepare for battle. Prepare for battle. Oh, Kurt was working on this today. Yesterday and the day before. And the day before that, and the day before that.
Sorry, I'm editing videos all day. Working.
Somebody has to make good videos.
Prepare for battle.
Well, when you find one, show it to us.
Oh, by the way, Steve Young's brand new plunges and links. These flippers are boatloads of power. And this is using Gottlieb's older flipper coil. Oh, that wasn't good. You see how they put different colors to light the planets in the back? They did a very nice job doing that. Ah! Ha-ha! Now, you already know the theme here. Either drop target factor set will light a war base. Okay? This war base is activated by this. And we'll get another ball. But this war base over here I can still capture a hole, or I can release it just by rolling around there. I can also roll around through here and up the Stargate tube, because that's not up. But I don't want to do that yet. I want to activate that. Look at that nice light show. And now this war base is available. Aha! Secure. Look at that nice light show. The game makes sure it knows you want to shoot for that. Now, because I'm such a great pinball player, right, Frank? I am going to fire that ball right up. Oh, it won't let me shoot these balls. It does that little light show because you have to start over. I have to start over, but the war bases are still active. You see, so I don't have to reactivate them. I have to relock the darn things. Notice my Stargate is open, so it's not a happy time. Come on, let me lock this in. Frank, I gotta show people that I'm not this stupid. Come on. There we go. Now I'll do it. Here we go. And all I have to do is either go up here or loop around there. And I go into my attack. And there they are. Isn't that beautiful? Use the game, Frank. Very nice. Did I do a good, nice job? No, I didn't. Battle is over. No, I'm not going to say I won 3 games. Well, I think it's time we show you our last game of the night. Move around in here. Walk over here. Walk this way. Mortal Kombat 3, the Ultimate. Now, here's something neat. This is an original Mortal Kombat 1 cabinet. Kurt's in the switch test, by the way. He just slammed it. Did you see that? Watch.
Ah, it's sensitive.
That's in case somebody kicks the door because they lost their quarter or they're trying to get a free game. The game knows that, isn't that nice? Really great test system. And you exit just by pressing the 2 start buttons. Then you swing down, you go back to the main menu, and then
Lower the volume.
he's going to lower the volume.
Stop this.
That's pretty good.
Ready? I have the test switch.
I almost said this is a Mortal Kombat 1 cabinet, so it has all of the test switch programming in it. It's too well, you can turn the volume down inside. Beautiful game. Walk over here. Walter's filming it. See, everybody gets involved. Beautiful art. Look at that. Stephen did just a little bit of touch up. We do have new casters on the bottom. Oh, good. The back is off. This has that terrific sound system. The matched speakers at the top provide both modes of bass. Customer's been waiting for this.
So much more room to slide it.
Good. Bend down here. All right, we have a new power supply. Oh, I forgot this is the works in the drawer. Power supply has changed. We took the logic board and serviced a new battery. Look, it's got our 7000 monitor in it. That's the second best monitor on planet Earth. And that is a wonderful monitor. That's right. This customer will have this machine for years. He just got the Stargate Williams multi-case. Are you still fiddling with this, Kurt?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just shut it down so you can talk.
Wasn't that nice of him?
Me, Mr. Nice Guy.
Anyway, it's done. Looks great. This is getting packed up and going to Texas tomorrow. Texas. But I promised to tell you about that pretzel, didn't I? Well, today was Dorian's last day here at TNT. 15 days the lad was here. He's a senior. He's graduating this year. And he came here to learn all kinds of things. Oh boy, did we teach him. Anyway, I would like now to go to his party that we had earlier today. Haha, we got them all together. This is a special day because we're finally getting rid of, we're saying goodbye to Dorian after all these weeks of hell. Now, have you learned stuff you would never have learned anywhere else?
I hope so. I don't want to redo the skills.
Yes, you've seen things you should never have seen at this young age. Like Frank, for instance, having strokes. Kurt's doing it. And you know, it's sad. Jason can't be here and neither can Jonathan. A good riddance. But, to say goodbye, we're going to give you your own personal King of Arcade DVD with me as the star. I have to sign it for you. It's a $20 value.
Stacks of fruit. Wow.
His very own copy. And I think, you think I should sign it? I don't care what you think.
That thing just increased in value.
Plus $3 shipping.
Pay somebody $4 to take it.
Kurt, come back here.
Come here.
Okay. Now, we need Dorian to open up his card, all personally signed. Oh, good. I begin a minute 32. Anyway.
My signature looks like Todd wrote it. Just
He wasn't here, and we didn't think he was coming back.
so you know.
We have to have everybody sign it. Look, he's still washing his hands. This is Tony. And you know what? Let me show you what Dorian was working on CD players. Let me show you some footage from that. So you wondered what Dorian was about. Well, we're working on a series of record players. Dorian doesn't know what a record player is, do you?
Not true, not true. I happen to have a brother who owned a record store once, so...
Once. Well, we're fixing these. These are the CD Pro players. We got to get some of these working again so we can get them out. That is a new laser eye, okay, and that sits inside the mechanism, and it rides along inside. The motor here spins. We also have complete new assemblies right here. So we are trying to fix several of these all at one time. Isn't that the best way to do it? You work on a lot at once, right, Dorian?
Yeah.
Are we teaching you too much, young man?
I'm getting tired of business, but
He's only got 5 days to go.
only 5 days.
You see, the boy does have skills he never learned anywhere else. See?
And we'll never use anywhere
And he'll
else.
never use it. I mean, not too many people work with. Okay, Dorian, we're going to let you.
Useless information.
Information you should never have had to know. Okay, now just so no one is handling these improperly, meaning me, we will break these apart one by one, and Dorian will let you hand them out. Hand them out.
I give
Very.
Really, you hand them out. Get to work.
He would get the first one.
No, he gets the last one. If there's any left, we didn't order that many. Right, Kurt?
We waited till there was a day when there was 2 people missing, so we wouldn't have to buy it.
Kurt's right there. See, Jonathan? You're missing this. You came to work today. You came to work, young man. Lazy, wonderful nephew by Jonathan. Oh. You know, Tuckies get special privileges.
Happy to be here.
My Kurt gets special privileges.
I'm sure he does.
You know, that's what's missing from this video. We didn't have one single Kurt. No. There, you'll get yours. Chris will get his. I'll put Chris's here. And Linda will get hers. She's still in the office manning the phone. Well, Dorian, if you had everything to sum up, what would you sum this place up as?
Soldering all the time.
Soldering all the time. I thought you were going to say hell. I thought you were going to say paradise. Paradise. Where can you work? Where?
He was thinking about dropping out of school, but this was
How's
a
that
fair
mustard
straight
working
for him.
Who got this mustard? Anyway, the fun news is Dorian has agreed to come back this summer to work during the summer.
Stupid!
Ah! The way this weather going, we ain't gonna handle something. Well, it's either here or flipping burgers at McDonald's.
Gotta get him somehow.
Yep.
Either way, you keep him busy.
Dang, that was deep.
I think we should do a quick, for he's a jolly good fellow, and then we'll be done. For he's a jolly good fellow. You're all supposed to sing with it.
One verse.
For here's a jolly good fellow.
I'm not that jolly nor good.
Now, as soon as you finish your pretzel, you can get out!
Thank you very much.
And that, folks, is that for tonight. Good night, and keep watching, and make sure you hit the like button. Good night. Now, get lost!